So, last time...
And
God
you're
damn it.
good to go.
There we go. It takes time. We can hit the button, but it takes time for it to actually start going live.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Leg exists, man.
I know. It's like there's what, like a 5-second delay usually?
Yeah, usually. But you're good to go on
You're good to go.
Yeah.
Alright. Last time, after Deli saw Amadeus' real name, he was sent to a weird pocket in the mine where he learned about some of the lost few, as well as a group Jimmy used to run with that include Warren Fedrino and a few others that he'd never seen before. After that, and snapping back to reality, Slather told the group that if they wished to get further, it'd be easier to collapse smaller pieces first, being the foreman and the puppeteer. The party then did some shopping, with Justice going to find the mercenary group on her own, while Fangs and Diana upgraded their armor, and Mala had his breadstick licked. After all that, they're now getting their gear and getting ready to go. Right, and let me move the map real quick and change some music. Shit, where'd I put it? No, not there. Fuck, did I lose my map? I think I did. Shit.
Oh no.
I don't want to put you on the wrong map, because there's some... If I do, it could really fuck up something. Oh, I know, I found it.
There we go.
Jesus.
Yep, I see you. I see us.
Okay, let's go with this. Alright. So, after you guys had given... Give me a minute, let me pull up some of my NPC stuff. After you have given Berntal, this fine gentleman, your armor, you're kind of just waiting around. After also, Justice, you had just had your gauntlet upgraded. What are y'all doing? Getting going, or?
Well, I think we need to decide on where we are going. Also, we should probably move out of the way of traffic.
Nah, I figured we'd just take up the lane, it's fine.
There's not that many. Well, I suppose. We should find a secure location.
I will say, kind of just for theater of the mind, there is like decent foot traffic through here. It's not like a lot like a huge bazaar, but there's a decent amount of people coming through, kind of talking with the shopkeepers and stuff.
Also, not to alarm anyone, I am expecting someone to come talk to me later about some work. So, yeah.
So don't smack the first person that comes up to us that looks a little bit suspicious.
Oh, God.
Probably a good idea, because they might look very suspicious. I've never met them, just heard the rumors.
Alright.
If they smile a lot, I'd be curious if they are planning something on us.
Okay, possibly.
Though, if we are to discuss of our next set of movements, I am fine with what we may go, but I think there might be some priority of retrieving Deli's body first.
I think my body's a decent ways farther than, well, both of these options.
Well, if I'm understanding things correctly, the foreman is the ones that we have to take care of to get to your body, so he's somewhere
So we're dealing with
generally
4 warriors.
above, probably within a few miles of your body.
So 4 warriors then, I understand. It would be difficult.
You see the finger come up, and she just kind of is like, nope, not engaging. Not engaging. But the other one gets us access to the prison where Thamus is. Granted, I assumed I could just kind of walk in there as one of the people that he is accused of murdering.
I suspect it will not be as simple as that either.
Which means I do need to get to a notary.
What does this order?
I don't even know how to begin explaining this.
Is that something with
You remember?
Sure, your planar shifting thing took you out here.
Miser?
Oh, we losing you, Miser?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Miser's typing.
Oh no.
Oh God.
You see,
We're
fact
recording.
fade out of existence for a minute. After asking the question as if pondering it way too hard, his existence starts to kind of just distort away into the shadow.
Miser is typing.
Yeah, I know.
F.
Crap, my internet just, crap. Please tell me everyone can still hear me. Oh no. Hold on. Hello?
Miser,
Hello?
you're back. You're back.
Miser.
Do I sound like robotic, shade or something?
Not anymore, no.
Okay. It's just, since I turned off the AC, it's a lot hotter in here now with, 2 work computers working.
Yeah. So we didn't hear anything you said. So the last thing I said was, "Do you remember the engineer
Okay,
on
so...
the train and his little hole punch?"
Okay, as soon as you said that, I immediately said that is a strange way of gatekeeping, or ensuring those that are supposed to enter.
Okay, well that is technically, in a way, he is officiating our tickets, so that our tickets are official. A notary uses a very similar tool to make a fancy little symbol on it to make sure that who receives it knows it's an official document and it came from me.
But did they not accuse your mentor for killing you? Would it not look strange if the one that has been proclaimed as deceased to be requesting this?
That's why I'm sending a injunction against the situation to maybe give us some time by stating that what he is charged with is demonstrably false because I am not dead.
And if these individuals...
Granted, my father is the judge overseeing it, so I do have to go to a higher court.
There's only one. I'm gonna say this right now, Google. There's only one higher court, and you know who that might deal with. Considering. So good luck with that.
I am curious of that, though. As you say that this higher court and position in as what you and Deli have spoken of this place, will they not try to undermine your attempts and simply deny any claims or rights because they have more of these shiny currencies? As he...
The fact that banks know how a legal system works scares the shit out of me.
No, he just understands,
Well, Fangs, that's the biggest problem, is that they may have a lot of these shiny currencies, but my last name is worth probably about twice as what they got.
Fangs blinks for a second.
If you were your sister, maybe. Frankly, I'm going to be honest, Deli. They'll probably kill you and not even give a shit.
Probably. I'm a fucking rat right now.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, but they would probably do it
Yeah.
to you anyway.
I think they would probably.
Probably because your sister's probably tried to have you killed or something, I would imagine.
I can only assume.
I may guess that if they believe Delhi, his words, they might enslave him like the Red Claws had done to me for usefulness. But if not, perhaps simply just, well, no offense, Jimmy, but they may just simply kill you and make you into a pelt and call it a day.
I think I just need some closure with Amos, but that is on the other side of the scar.
Is there some way we can help? It seems like visiting this place might be difficult for those of us who are not familiar with this land.
Actually, that might keep you alive by not making you stupid and complacent in the bullshits that happens.
Thanks, and checks at his remaining amount of arrows, which he only has one full quiver of arrows. I don't think I have enough arrows for them.
You know, we really should have seen if we could find something that would just give you, like, all the arrows in the world.
I can't think of a fucking infinite arrow quiver yet.
Elahona's quiver is not infinite. I mean, it's just fuck ammo tracking, okay?
That's not. I have an idea. Just later down. Anyway, as you're all talking, you hear like this loud, kind of rippling screech from over in this direction.
Ping again?
Hold up.
Being again.
Oh,
Awesome.
And it sounds like.
Do I even need to... I don't
What
know.
about blame you two for this?
Who's you two?
I
Fangs
believe,
and Diana.
yes, since we were the ones.
Well, first of all, you're blaming Diana for everything, but...
Oh, fuck.
The problem
Thanks,
is
buddy.
I haven't been wrong yet.
Well, I was the one that engaged the... He kind of ignored the Diana. What was he again?
He was... I don't know.
Right, the gray-skinned one with the ability to make new armor.
Should we go check on him?
Thanks already on that.
I was gonna say, you guys haven't picked up your armor yet.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He just knows that he commissioned it.
So, as you kind of get closer, Fags, you don't have to roll perception, but you see like a giant, like metallic kind of wind chime, and like this is pulling a cord, and it keeps letting out this ungodly screech.
It sounds like a death whistle, but I have not had that in a while.
You know, I think it's like pipes of haunting, but nobody's got that much breath.
I didn't know that's a fucking item.
Oh, trust me, Debbie. It's weird how long people can scream when you're torturing them.
Fags, as you kind of walk up, it's like, good. You furry one. And he kind of like pulls out, like he comes from the back and pulls out like a smaller mannequin with the bones and stuff you had given him and some of the daggers, and he puts it like right in front of you, and you see, let me just grab the thing again, so I already showed it before, but to go again, you see this resting on the mannequin.
Ah, I approve this.
Good. Well, then just take it then, because I don't want to keep this shit in here. It looks haunted as fuck.
Fangs immediately puts it on.
It actually fits and conforms to your body surprisingly well. Now, where's your little friend of yours, the other one that gave me the fun dragon scale?
She should be here soon. If not, I should go.
I have little legs.
Thanks.
Good. And as you
I
guys
have
think-
legs is fastest in party.
I love that. But anyway,
Hey, I may be fast, but I'm lazy.
what a great fucking thief. I can do it, but fuck if I want to. And as he kind of goes in the back and pulls out another mannequin, this one a little bit heavier, though it still has kind of a airy lightness to it, and places it down. And Diana, you see this. This one's yours, Missy. Take it and throw it on. Should fit.
Pretty. I'm gonna do that.
Alright, so now you both have your armors, and I think that should be everything then.
It looks quite elegant. But is it
Also-
functional?
Oh yeah. Also, I gave it a little magic touch considering what you'd given me. And he kind of like pushes like a small indent towards like the upper part, like where you like towards the neck, and you watch as the upper pieces on both shoulder blades kind of extend out into these kind of longer platinum wings.
Oh. You have now gained the blessings of the Sky Fathers.
Sadly, because it was only one scale, I could only make the magic last for so long, but I should give you a decent amount.
I won't have to use my legs.
Please tell me she just goes flying over to the party.
Eventually, yes.
I'm not gonna count this as your bonus action, but
Mama, why does his fangs look like a mass murderer?
Thanks. Before that happens, Fangs just looks over to the armor once again and says, if possible, perhaps in later future, is it possible for you to enhance this armor further?
bring me some more magically inclined shit, and I could probably throw some more shit together.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
God. Also, Ellie and Malice, since you can kind of see, you now see Diana has a pair of, like, platinum wings, and Fangs doesn't look like a fucking serial killer.
Thanks, just draw.
And Justice, you could feel, like, an aura of, like, just radiant energy coming from the area.
Who the fuck is
Oops.
glowing?
Well,
Oh,
Fangs
no.
is covered in bones. Diana looks like a tiny paladin.
Okay. Weird thing, I'm just gonna state what's the difference between that and normal for Fangs and
Well, now he's wearing them instead of just like trophies on his belt. They're everywhere.
Yes.
Cat's gonna cat.
Yes, this one particularly is intricate as it has all the jawbones of the 4 previous trophies. All lined
Fenrir,
up.
stop staring at him like he's dinner.
She's not with you, if you remember, because she's with Slather at the moment.
The
No,
Fenrir.
Fenrir's right here.
Oh, Fenrir, okay. I thought you said... My brain just derped for a minute.
No, not pie.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said my brain derped for a minute.
Or did you just derp and tell me her real name?
No, I actually know her real name, and it's not that. I thought you said the Canary, but, like, enunciated it weird. But anyway, as Fenrir's kind of looking at Fangs, like, he's thinking about it, but he's not gonna take it yet.
Try it and I shall add you to it.
Justice, you just gotta get the sense that you can kind of feel Fender shifting of the sense of, doesn't matter, I'll come back anyway.
I just imagine it's this like the sit back on the haunches and the smuggest like fucking try me, bitch.
It's like that fucking, you know that like Shibe gif where it's just like that slowly devolving evil grin, kind of.
Yeah, Fangs slowly reaching to the black razor and wondering, will this actually follow through with this creature?
Okay, so Fangs is a walking nightmare. Diana is glowing. Okay. Can't get any weirder unless Malik gets some, like, breadstick daggers or something.
I mean, maybe. I might just do that.
I wonder if that would be functional.
I'd be surprised how functional the breadstick Greek Club here is. Would you like a demonstration?
We've seen you hit people with your really old baguette.
You know, it's actually pretty fresh. So, don't diss on it, alright?
Well, I understand your particular strange weapon that really does make the opponents you hit smell appetizing.
Didn't some weird guy just lick it?
Don't remind me of that. I don't want to remember that.
Wait,
really
somebody
don't.
licked your weapon? Were they trying to take it away from you?
You can't. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah, licked it. Don't know how to explain it, but he has magical powers, so...
He's a brilliant man.
And here I am trying to hold back from the jokes about some other guy licking your breadstick other than Warren. Yeah,
so
You got longer than I thought you did, you know. You're making progress.
So he is the creator of your weapon.
No, actually. Apparently her weapon is ancient.
Say that last part again, sorry.
Apparently no. His weapon is apparently ancient. The leader of the Anara Bread Company was trying to replicate it.
It's been around for a while.
I'm impressed that that peculiar weapon would stay fresh for so long.
You know, I am too, but I'm not gonna mess with the magic for this stuff, so...
So, Mal, you did remember when you had first found that forever ago. It was magically inclined, so that's probably why it's still fresh.
Yeah, but I like to leave them guessing, so... It's fine.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah,
Alright.
don't worry, this is just Fangs. And Fangs' way of coping with mechanism.
Nice.
so... Since I really can't decide, and, you know, there's personal things going on here, should we just flip a coin or something? I said money, and suddenly Diana's next to me, I see.
Shit. Immediately
How did
enticed
you know
by
it was
money.
me?
Well, your right shoe has a squeak to it.
I have a what?
Yes, your right shoe has a squeak to it.
Takes off right shoe and tries to like walk around Justice.
Then you realize the fucking monk has blind sense. Oh my god.
Also,
about
you
now?
know... Well, no, but now I can hear your left shoe scraping because you're too short, so that's the heels.
Takes off left shoe. No, I'm kidding. That's my
Take
flip-flop
off,
shoe.
start taking off everything.
Put
Just walking
shoes
around like
on
Diana.
hand. Put you on head. Proof that live stream. Oh god. I'll leave it up to you, or you guys are going at this current juncture.
I believe the ones that have the most at stake in this situation is between Justice and Delhi. Thus, I will leave it to you two to decide, and know that I will give my full support to aid both of you.
Well, let's see. Option A, murder a serial killer. Option B, murder a serial killer.
Can
So
I
that
take their
thought's
heads as
pretty much the
trophies?
same.
Which one's more of a top priority right now?
Well, I'm a possum.
If we don't know if Deli's body is being, in some kind of regular dungeon, or magic dungeon, or sex dungeon.
Oh god damn it.
You didn't know what those canisters were for, Deli, so it might have been a sex dungeon, who knows?
Oh, fuck.
I know it sounds right. They wanted me for my sexy dwarven body.
Alright, so I'll give you this, Justice, since you do kind of have a breakdown of, because you would have dealt with them the most. Basically, if you take out the puppeteer, it'll probably take out a lot of voice in that kind of way for the people, and might cause a little bit more unease in that direction of basically up high that your father can rely on, of having his message and voice kind of spread all over. If you go for the foreman, you basically cut off his money supply and stuff that he'd be kind of pushing, just for that perspective.
I mean, we're planning on doing both, but making him shut up to the people kind of seems a bit more important than cutting off his money flow.
Not inherently. Supply and demand create a lot of problems. Yes, he still has a lot of fear, but everyone needs to get paid.
Plus, the travel time and the deadline is not in our favor. You said it was a distance to travel to the foreman. Thus, we had to fight 4 individuals.
In fact, there's going to be a hell of a lot more people than 4.
But they are 4 important individuals, are they not?
You know what? Let's just switch to the old name for him, was the Taskmaster, so...
Yeah, let's go with that one.
God damn it.
I see, so one of them is a taskmaster, the leader of the 4.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
I swear he does this on purpose.
He probably does.
Not a player.
Either way, yes. I'm going to point at 4 people and I want you to murder the hell out of them.
Excellent. Since you and Justice know this place far better than I do, I will trust in your judgment.
Alright, crew.
So it's up to you,
Point
Deli.
at the wrong person. He's gonna kill the wrong person, so make sure it's the right one.
Honestly, we could point to the chill aisle down here sometimes, and it probably would save someone's life.
True. I guess.
Welcome to this hellhole I called home.
Alright, Dinah, where are we going? Which of the 2 options are we choosing?
I don't know. I'm not good at decisions.
Oh my god.
Dear God.
Fine. So
Wait, to
since
clarify though, real fast, I'm getting rid of the flight thing, right? Flight aspect of the armor.
No, you still keep that.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, I rolled for it, and I rolled a 24 for it, so I was like, and I had planned on adding it and had some specific modifications, but,
Okay.
sorry, go ahead.
Okay, nope. That's
So
it.
since as soon as we start kicking things off, the time limit starts. I think going to the farther off option and then working our way back might actually be the better of the two.
Yes, I think that might work since that would restore you to your proper form and power. Yes?
Then I guess we're going after the foreman.
Great. I
Finally,
look
we
forward to
can
killing
call
their leader,
for
the
it.
Taskmaster.
I can't right now.
Give you a
You
second.
know what, would somebody just give him like a writing lesson when we get somewhere, just so we understand this?
All right, so just so you guys
Sure.
understand that to get where you're going, it's going to be a 2-day trip by caravan.
Sorry guys, I made
Just so you know.
stupid.
How much do we have to pay for team drivers on an express?
A good amount of electrum.
All right, we do need to go convert everything to electrum.
Yeah. All right. Give me
Is
one.
there a
minute.
money changer here?
Fuck it. Sure, I'm not gonna make it a whole thing. You could just convert it over, because I'm also trying to look at something.
And
real
it
quick.
was 5 gold to 1 electrum.
No, it's for every 2 gold is 1 electrum. Because I just
Two gold.
I inversed it.
2 gold to 1 electrum. Okay.
Correct.
So let me see here. Slash R.
Give me a minute as I'm just kind of setting a few things up now, because I thankfully prepared mostly everything, but
Wow, I went from a lot of money to nothing.
welcome to Schlangton.
This place is due for some inflation, that's for sure.
In a good way or a bad way?
All inflation's bad. It would be good for us because then gold would go back up, but or platinum and non-taxable metals. Oh, now that's a question. Does electrum get taxed twice?
No. I'm not that evil.
Sorry, that was me going on the fact that silver and gold are both taxed, and electrum is a mixture of the two. So I'm like, wait, do they both get taxed?
Alright, give me 1 minute. Like I said, I'm just trying to clean some stuff up. Alright. Okay. Alright, should be good. Alright. Let me actually... Okay. As you're all done converting your electrum and kind of finishing up, you see just a small kind of bright light entrance and open back up to the tent, because as you know, Justice, at least from and had heard, that you do kind of have to enter and exit through the tent to kind of get back to where you were. So, let me just move the map real quick. music real quick.
You know what's weird about this place is that they say they have everything, but since they're always like, you gotta go to the black market for that shit. Oh, hey, Slather.
What is the difference between this market and black market?
The freedom of choice to sell your goods here. He says, kind of with a smirk. So you've made your decision then on where you're heading.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. I do anticipate a fun and rather, how do I put it? Exciting turn of events. At least this time, anyway. And then you kind of see Pi just kind of stand up from the chair that she was sitting in and walk over to you. Justice. Also, Mr. Cloudcatcher, I believe I have something for you. He says that he kind of throws a small kind of metallic tube towards you. What? Oh shit, did I cut out?
No, you're here.
Okay. The Jeebus.
What?
Oh, Slother said he had something for you, and he threw you a small metallic tube.
Oh, for some reason, I did not register that Telly was me. Well, I had the whole thing, just did not register that I was me. Yes, he grabs it with the tail.
Alright, and let me
Getting used to this thing.
show the players real quick. There you go. As you kind of open it and you pull it out, you see a small note and what looks like 4 spell scrolls kind of fall to the floor. And let me also show you this, because it's technically a new spell that I cooked up. Where are the rules?
Who the hell is this?
Do you not actually remember?
No, this is Jade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't sign the note.
She figured you'd know. Here you go. I'll show the players, because the one you're looking for is at the bottom.
Ooh.
You now have that,
Ooh.
at least on a spell scroll, until you copy it down.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm in Slankton, but I need ink and a quill. This ain't gonna go well.
Hey, you could just get ink off a dead body. There's probably creatures made of ink running around somewhere. Smile. Squid faces everywhere. Ask them for ink. Well then, if that's everything you need, always feel welcome to come back to the Bazaar at any time.
It does seem to be very interesting to be here.
And don't worry, as long as one of you still has the card on you, you don't have to come back to Schlankton to deal with my little shop. We tend to invest in smaller pockets.
Interesting.
Alright then. Off you go. As you all kind of just feel this force kind of just jet you out, and let me move the map back. Where is the old map at? There you go. Hit! As you're all just now standing back on the destructive train tracks.
Oh, right. I forgot we never actually got to Slankton.
I said it was this much smelling of piss.
Technically, you're in Schleichten. You're just on the outskirts.
Wait, did yeah,
What's up?
probably somebody did.
Should
Just
I-
walking past, like, yep, watch the piss.
Wait.
Alright, so.
Should I prepare the ritual so we can move undetected for at least pauses to think about it? I believe perhaps a hour or so.
Probably not a bad idea.
Fang steps right over here, sits down, or crouches down, does the quick little calling the rituals of his ancestors of the shadow lurkers.
Alright.
Make sure our
Just cast
path
pass.
is. Yeah, it's just pass without a trace.
That's what I figured. Alright. Let me see if I can find a map. So I kind of need a standing one. There's probably one I can use somewhere. I hate myself if I didn't get a good map. Alright, so Justice, you are at a 38. Not even God himself can see or smite you down.
I just want to see if Diana sees me anymore.
Probably not. Jesus Christ. Guys, stop.
Hey, dexterous party.
Okay, give me a minute.
Wow, I beat Diana. Diana, that squeak is getting louder.
I beat Diana.
I say most of you beat Diana.
It's the new armor.
Okay. Delete the map and we'll just kind of go here.
Just for the record, probably nobody else hears the squeak.
Yeah.
I hear the dog that you have.
Oh yeah, you rolled an 18. Rip. Okay, let me move the map real quick. Shit, where am I at?
It's those claws on top. Click, 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 click.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm meant to be in ice.
Alright, you guys are right up here right now.
This
Okay.
is my natural habitat.
As you're kind of just coming out of the train station into what you could assume is, I'll say, like, in a good way, the slums. In a worst way, you're probably better off getting stabbed in shadier back alleys and other places, and that makes this look nice. Or other way around.
Now,
Is that
remember
just this,
everyone.
like the natural flavor? Just piss on the ground?
I'm surprised there's not more blood.
There is a
Oh,
mixture.
by the way, if someone does try to rob you or mug you, check to see how much rust is on the blade. We can't afford, tetanus.
Oh my god.
But I am permitted to
Where the
repair
hell's
it.
gonna rob a possum? With a gun.
But I then have free reign to collect their skull, yes?
Oh my fucking god. Alright. It's a big place, boys. Where are you heading? Or rather, what are you looking for?
I leave it to Justice and Deli. Fang's just right now concentrating on Pass Without a Trace right now.
Alright, team, or the other two, what you looking for?
I'm looking for a reporter.
Oh my god. Give me 1 minute. Actually, would he be here? Fuck it, I'll roll a D100. Actually, no, I'm not. Okay, no. That was for something else. Just like, so Justice. There's probably not, especially in this area with the slums, there's probably like a town crier, but like looking for exactly a reporter, you'd probably have to go to some of the higher districts because most reporters would probably be dead in a back alley. if they even came near here. So the best you could probably do is a town crier.
Yes, that's useless. Because he's probably dead in an alleyway somewhere, too.
Everyone's dead in an alley. There's just a body alley.
Yeah, in that case, let's go, let's find our way to the higher districts and get ourselves, transportation. Keep your money close, and, other people's knives out of you.
Wait, is that what this pouch is for?
Oh my god, shut up.
I'm a marsupial.
Yeah, I know, that's why I said fucking shut up. Alright, just all y'all roll me a quick perception. It's kind of...
Sure. Fang just places his hand ready on the scimitar.
Alright. Give me 1 second. I gotta roll some. So, as you guys are walking probably more towards... Are you gravitating towards the center or staying on, like, the outer lanes? Just so I kind of
A
understand.
well-traveled path.
Hey, I'm not telling you what to do. I just want to see what you do.
Well, we're looking for the path most traveled,
Oh my
so
god.
we don't get stuck in one of those alleyways of Statling.
Okay, so... Kind of, I guess, with... I'll give this to Deli... Diana and Mala, and I guess Fenrir. Yeah, since you haven't been here in a while, especially in this district in a hot minute, so you're kind of going one way, and then Fenrir kind of, like, pulls you along, like, here, I'll kind of get the ruler out real quick and just start queuing. Kind of like this, where you could kind of skirt around, and it seems like there's a general flow of traffic.
Oh.
Alright, still BRB, so I may not hear everything. Okay, that's fine, as you're kind of walking... For the time being, it seems rather calm. And,
It'll still be morning.
the early morning stabbings haven't started yet, with blood and gore. That's why it's only piss on the ground from last night's drinking. God, I hate this.
And I'm not sweating, so it's not over 105 degrees. So it's not too hot to be stabbing.
I love how there's a maximum temperature.
Alright, give me a minute, because I gotta find something.
You learn this stuff in law school. When certain temperatures are reached, stabbings go down.
I hate how
Violence in
true
general. People are just too freaking hot to be stabbing people.
I hate how true that actually is.
Just like there's a point where it's too cold to be stabbing other people.
Too much energy.
I'm not taking off my gloves to kill a man.
Get my knife out of my pocket. I don't know which layer that pocket's in.
That'll work for some generic token. Where is it? Thank God I have a shit ton of these saved. As you're kind of going this way, you do notice these two fine gentlemen just kind of standing guard. And with, I guess I'll kind of roll with Deli, Diana, and Mala's perception. And now Fangs and can kind of notice this as well, as behind them seems to be a lot more of a more higher end district, or they seem to be at least standing guard to kind of push away the riffraff, keep them out kind of thing. And they all kind of just look at you very, not confused, but
I
they
have a
see a person
question.
covered in fucking bone armor.
I do have
Not
a
that they don't-
question. Can they still
Go ahead.
see me with the pass without a trace?
Actually, let me roll a perception on their withstand. No.
Because
They just see a singular wolf walking through town.
No. Yeah, pretty much.
The aura
No,
thing,
not even with a 13.
Yeah, because with the aura, it's up to here, so Justice just stepped right out of it.
I guess, Justice, you'd probably stay in it, right? Or unless you're trying to talk with these people. I'll leave that up to you.
Would help if I wasn't muted, right?
Right.
Yeah, I thought we were staying together as a group, and that was, that was the way to the higher districts.
Oh, yeah, I was just
Yeah,
asking, since...
Here, I'll just move it. Since I'll retcon that you're close enough that you would have been. But yeah, you notice, as I said, behind those two people seem to at least lead to the higher district. They don't notice you because you're all just kind of blending in with the flow of traffic right now. What do you do?
Pretty sure I know what to do.
Oh no.
Justice kind of turns, waits for everybody to catch up. As she's
Thanks.
rifling through, or she reaches into a bag and pulls out a wallet.
Okay. They still don't see you. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Oh,
unless
she's
you
not
like-
sneaking anymore.
Okay.
She would have made it, as soon as she knew there was guards there, it's like, yep, time to not be part of the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, Fang's just waiting
kind
for
of-
the others to catch up, and...
Okay. So they're kind of looking at you. Can we help you?
Pulls out her ID. Justicia Wam Data. And,
Oh my fucking god.
this is my seeing eye dog, my fucking pet possum,
Hello.
and my 3 sex slaves. You getting out of my way?
Roll me a fucking... Roll me a fucking persuade.
Oh, what now?
Oh my fucking god. Hold on. I don't think they can beat that. Wow.
I don't even need to help.
Sure. They just, look at you kind of confused, and they just kind of move out of the way.
Keep your nose clean, boys.
One of them actually takes out, a small tissue from a pouch and wipes his nose.
Come on.
Fang's just...
Wow.
My bed isn't gonna break itself.
Wow.
I'm sorry, just gonna... roll this for Fangs.
Oh no.
No, he keeps his mouth shut. But... to the discerning eye, he definitely looks very disturbed when he heard the word sex slave. Or rather, the word slave.
As soon as you guys are out of their earshot, you just hear her. Sorry about that, but trust me, I'm in Schillington. If you want to be rich or tend to be the upper class, you have to be pretty fucked up.
Should I be hiding that I can talk?
Nah, you cost extra. And she kind of smirks at you.
Damn right, I do.
Alright, so as you guys are kind of going through the upper district, I don't really have a map for this, so we'll kind of just do a little bit of theater of the mind. You kind of come through, a lot of it looks super gaudy. Oh, just as you were in Lewwood, it's got that same kind of appeal, though not as pristine, because this isn't like a rich people's playground kind of town. This is just upper district, people just kind of oppressing lower district kind of feel. Still, not, again, comparable to the Lewwood, but definitely higher end. And you see kind of all people dressed in rather fancy clothes. You see different people, slavers, kind of walking around the streets. We'll just put it as it's a clusterfuck in the worst possible ways. And there might actually be a clusterfuck probably somewhere.
Oh, the smell around here got a little more bitter.
Yeah. Don't look down to that high alleyway. Trust me.
Excuse me?
You missed what Justice said about us.
Okay, as you're kind of going through, I'm not gonna have you roll. You do notice a smaller kind of caravan shop that has an advertising for like different smaller areas, like for longer trips, and it's got a few different routes and stuff that you can rent for. I guess for technically a ticket to take that said caravan. Give me a minute because I have it here. It's probably, especially if you're going specifically to the Scar. All right, so you could either take the workman's caravan, which usually is for miners and all kinds of that people that would go to the Scar, or slave owner, or you could take the higher end, which will cost a little bit more for slave owners, that usually go to pick out, I guess, livestock as well from the Scar. The lower end one will run you about probably 25 electrum each. The higher end one will probably be about 100 electrum each. It won't I will say it won't affect travel time at all, so either one's kind of just going to get there. It's just more so, do you want to be with the workers and the breakback miners, or do you want to go in style kind of with the rich?
Oh, we're taking the rich people wagon.
100 electrum each. I don't know if you guys have enough for all of you.
I do.
I can pay
Oh,
for
wow.
myself.
True. All right.
I'll be broke, but I can pay for one other person.
What's the? You said it's twice as much as.
So, yeah, it's twice as much. So basically, one electrum is 2 gold.
And then how much was the ticket?
Rich people 100 electrum, poor people miners 25 electrum. It won't affect travel time at all. Okay.
I'm just gonna ping that.
Explain to me what you want to do with that. Just so I can kind of get a clear picture.
Well, rental agreements, she's definitely got to show the ID.
Okay.
So, whether that's intimidation, persuasion, or someone's like, I don't want to fuck with that family.
Give me a just give me an RP kind of situation, and then I could kind of figure it out from there. So basically, I'll kind of set the scene a little bit since I don't have a specific map. But you basically walk up to the store counter. It's like a small kind of rental wagon, like small station with a few horses in the back, that kind of thing. It's a little bit further off the upper district, but it's towards there, and you kind of just see a small, I'll say dwarvish man, kind of just sitting there, kind of counting like some electrum coins and just kind of looking through it as you kind of walk up to him. And how exactly do you approach it? And we can kind of go from there.
All wisdom.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question, Mariner.
I love you.
Is
Go ahead.
he ground dwarf or is he sky dwarf?
I don't know what that means.
Well, you said there's dwarves that live up high in the floating cities, and there's dwarves that live down on the ground.
I don't know if Justice would know the difference, though, is the thing.
Worked with a lot of dwarves. I also know dwarvish.
That's true.
They might have different accents.
You can't tell. I'm gonna say you can't probably tell from looks alone, generally, because you don't have a feeling. But you'd know maybe if you got him talking, maybe you could tell by accent or dialect. And I'll give you that much. You can't just tell from looks alone.
He walks up. So, hi. I need to rent a caravan. 4 people. Don't worry about the dog. That's a carry-on. And 1 pet possible.
All
legal matters to the Scar.
Okay. And I'm assuming you flash him the badge then at that point?
Yeah, she
Or-
takes out the ID, sets it down,
Okay.
kind of slides it across the counter.
Roll me a persuasion at advantage.
Mostly she's just trying to get him talking now.
Oh my god. I haven't seen one of these in a while, as he kind of just looks up. And you notice he's not talking in common, it's definitely in Dwarvish.
Aye.
So is it lowland or highland?
It definitely has like a highland, because it's got more of an airiness to it.
Oh. And then you literally hear her switch to Dwarvish. I see, good sir, but we can probably disperse more likely this way.
No. Part of me always gets tired of trying to be sometimes people being up at the end fancy just because of my Skylands, but I do understand. You said small caravan, seems most of your credentials check out. That would probably be 400 electrum each. Or, yeah, 100 electrum each. I don't know why I said 400. Unless you're trying to get, like, a party discount, especially considering this. And he points at your, I'm assuming it's like a coat of arms kind of badge at this point, because we haven't really established what it is.
I would imagine it's going by the level of like technology you've kind of shown in this campaign. I would imagine it's almost like a freaking ID card,
Okay.
but it's also got her like it's also her bar registration for as a lawyer.
Okay, okay.
Has a photo ID.
Hey, Joe, the desk is too damn hot. You want to use these? And he's got like 10 jars of moonshine.
Oh
Out.
my god. Try to fucking...
She reaches down, picks up one jar of moonshine, just sets it up on the counter. I am more apt to be more afraid, perhaps. Good sir.
No, at the end of the day, I still have to get paid. As much as I do appreciate it.
She slides it. Go ahead. Try it.
Alright, he's gonna take a sip. Jeebus, do you remember the DC on this?
18.
Okay, he does have advantage at the very least.
As is dwarf.
Let me roll 2 then. Some rather interesting. I do enjoy it, at the very least.
Reaches down, grabs another jar, sets it up there.
My god. Give me a minute, I'll roll again.
I mean, I'm hoping he's not downing these. It's just like take a sip. We're bartering here on booze and.
I know. He took another sip.
He owes me 4 platinum.
I know. I've been running the tally.
Alright. So what is your... Best I could probably lower it down to then is 75 electrum, along with maybe another jar of these, so it's...
Make it 50 and I'll give you a special one. Swindler.
Roll it. Ping that please, because it's been a fucking
I'm not sure if it was Swindler or Spirit of the Sale.
I think it's, Swindler.
No, Swindler is the one that keeps...
Here, I'll... Ping it.
Is it, let me tell you something?
Yeah, it is. Or no, you just automatically have it. Oh no, here you go.
I don't have advantage for a reason. Expertise, okay.
Yeah.
That's just double proficiency.
Yeah, but he also has like a +7 on a non-charisma build, which is fucking funny.
What more?
Let me just roll real quick.
I mean, he is drunk enough that he's seeing a possum talk.
Yeah!
Oh, what the fuck?
Why? That's so fucking great, actually. One more for 50 gold? Sure. Or 50 electrum. Brain being dumb. Enjoy the trip.
Alright,
Kind
I give him one of the... So I'm down 2 jars of regular moonshine and 1 jar of the Lotus Flower moonshine.
Okay. Alright. I will be right back. That I just have to make a quick bar that will continue after you lower the price of it.
Carry so much fucking booze on me.
I'll
You
cover 2 people.
I can cover 2 people as well.
I'm poor.
Not as poor as Fangs.
I know, I've had all Fangs' money. I just wish I converted more... I just converted all my gold into Electrum. I didn't do any of my platinum.
I converted all mine.
Yeah, Fangs doesn't have a shiny currency at all to his wallet.
Must be nice to not have to do math.
Why do you think I made Fangs and Jackal the way they are? They're good at what they do.
Billy's a greedy son of a bitch.
I'm just impressed that the dwarf or the guards really were bothering Fangs with his bone armor right now. Well, he still has
They
it.
probably seen fucking worse, and considering Justice rolled as well as she did, calling you a slave, they didn't give a fuck.
It cost extra for the weirdness.
Oh,
True.
God.
Also, I hate that I rolled at that one.
I don't. He just started talking possum.
Oh shit! Is that a real talking possum?
I knew you were from the south, you howdy toilet bitch.
Okay.
Oh, so my accent has been so honestly the entire time.
No.
Oh, you talk
okay.
like a dwarf with their head, with their... You talk like a dwarf that shaves, let's just say that.
Okay.
That was how I was
I'm just gonna move the map because I don't have a caravan. But actually, who is driving the caravan? Or are you also?
We have to drive?
Nah, I'm just joking.
That's what we pay for.
Peter, drive the caravan.
Here, the reins are now yours. Good luck.
Alright, Fangs will attempt.
No, I was joking. Dear God.
I'm gonna speak with the horses.
Shut the fuck up. No.
I mean, I think maybe Fangs and Mala could do it. I don't know.
Your guys are fine. I was making a joke.
We're just
don't
we're
want
just,
you
we're just taking it further.
No, sadly I didn't. I'm not that crazy yet. It would be weird if you rented a caravan that's getting drove by rich people only for the rich people to have to drive it themselves.
This poor driver.
Gonna get worse. Yes, I did. Thank you for asking.
Oh damn! Sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to burp.
Alright. Just because I don't have a caravan. Everyone's back. I guess we're just waiting on Diane. So, I guess it's gonna be, since it is gonna be a 2-day trip. What's everyone kind of just doing while we chilling?
Fangs will most likely rest, meditate, check on his armor to see if everything's functioning right, and if they take quick breaks to do whatever. He will probably look for stuff to use as substitute arrows.
Roll me a... what's the thing? Roll me a survival real quick.
Sure thing. Just make sure I don't have anything toggled.
Fangs, a lot of this area, especially the trees, seem a little too... They don't seem to be... Like, their branches a lot around here seem very kind of... not good enough to really hold up to make a decent wooden shaft for an arrow, and you really can't, especially with this land, find anything that would be suitable that wouldn't almost immediately crack when the bowstring kind of goes forward.
I look over to Justice. This land has very poor vegetation.
Yup.
They import a
That
lot
it
of
does.
Or they import a lot of it.
It will be
What do you
difficult
think?
to get replacement arrows.
So I would suspect as soon as we find some broken down caravan, you can take some of the planks and use a knife and straighten out sudden ones.
That is a option, or perhaps I can scavenge some of the possible dead foes that we will be encountering.
Alright, so that's what Fangs is doing. What is everyone else kind of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
There's a serious image of Bangs, like, tying bullets onto the ends of arrow shafts for some reason.
This is how gun works. Bullet doesn't go off.
No, just spent bullets, like, that had pulled out of dead bodies.
Oh, not even... Oh, just the fucking casings?
Oh, well,
Not
Fangs,
the
Fangs-
casings, just the bullets.
Oh, okay. I was assuming you were talking about firing bullets, but he just grabs the shells and casings and they're using those as fucking arrowheads.
yeah, no, I was gonna. What Fangs is playing is probably just using the bones of the enemy and turn them into shafts. While if they got any metal on them or glass, just use that as arrowheads. Just make bone shaft arrows.
God, what a mood.
So we get a long
So, yeah,
rest. Was wondering.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a 10-day, or 10-day, 2-day, Jesus, 2-day venture. So I just need y'all to just if anyone wants to do like any RP or anything else while you're kind of heading to where you're going.
Justice is actually pretty quiet for through a lot of it. Seems
Alright.
pretty heavily in thought.
Fangs, probably because he's new to this place, would be asking both Justice and Deli questions about this Schlankton place to get a better feel about it.
Okay. What's the rest of the party doing while we're kind of just chilling on this 2-day adventure?
Deli's also very quiet for his usual self. He's doing a lot of scribbling in his notebook if he has time, and
Okay.
It will be a 2-day journey, so
so he's starting to work on like writing down the spells into his spell book. But I don't have the ingredients I need.
What are copying spells again?
Depending on your school, or I don't think Graviturgy does a school thing, does it?
It does, but there's only like 4 graviturgy spells, so you just get them.
So I don't think it does the like cost half and half the time.
No.
Yep.
Okay, so that'd be $100 or 100 gold, or is it 100 or 50 gold per level,
I think it's... Let me look.
and 2 hours per level.
Yeah, so you can still do it. It's just the gold gets converted into the stuff you need, and usually most wizards carry that stuff on them anyway. So I figured Deli's probably just like turning some alcohol into ink and just writing it, like splashing it into his notebook, kind of
Thanks,
thing.
set that tree on fire.
It's
I need
2 and
charcoal.
50. It's 2
Okay.
and 50.
All right, so
2 hours, 2 hours per, or 50 gold per level. So
Okay.
Delia needs it. I got money.
I got plenty of money.
I am
Jimmy
curious about this Taskmaster. Had you ever encountered it?
Yeah, I had a dinner party with him once.
Are there any attributes or peculiarities to be aware of?
I believe he has an allergy to shellfish.
This is really a fucking history. Give me a minute, because I actually have his token. Oh shit, did I lose his image? I'm gonna be pissed if I did. No, I didn't.
It's 15, didn't mean it for B advantage.
Yeah, it's fine. Give me 1 minute. So with the 15... Sorry, I'm trying to find my shit, and it's getting all lost everywhere. No. No. Well, I knew that's the one thing. Okay. Makes the fucking whole sheet, forgets to make the token.
As you do that, Fangs will just add, if he is allergic to these shellfish, that would be like a poison for him. Is there a way to acquire this?
Okay, so Justice, you do remember the foreman was a rather well-off dwarf? Here, and I'll kind of show you the image.
Did we get a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It's 2 days, so you're definitely getting along.
We got 2 of them.
I just wasn't sure. When you put us on a travel map, it's like, oh,
This is,
Random
I
examples.
just have this. I have this more for aesthetic, and also just kind of to get the scenery of where you're going.
Hey, can I cast Moss Ball at a higher level?
Yeah, it'll just add another healing die.
D6.
Yeah.
well, he's a rather well-to-do, by that I mean rich dwarf. And he, kind of a crude man.
One thing you do remember, Justice, he had a really weird fascination with older runes. You don't know why.
And he had a fascination with runes, old ones.
Oh.
I.e.,
Hey,
one
you
of
know
those
about how old?
He never told his age, so Justice would have slipped your mind if anything, so you wouldn't know.
I'll put it this way, he was alive before I was born, he's still probably alive, so... I mean, we
Older
can help
than-
somebody.
Older than 20.
Yeah. Older
Wow.
than 19.
I see, but what of, as you said, he might be allergic to these shellfish, the crustaceans
That's third level, so that was 150 gold, which would be 15 platinum.
in the rivers, or at least water, bodies of water.
I wouldn't want to go into any of the bodies of water in Schlangton, or... How much platinum do you have on you?
I think calculating. Like you're as you're saying that, you're watching his platinum being converted into magical ink that he's writing down.
You just see him put 15 platinum into a jar of moonshine and shake it up real quick. What?
Oh, I was just going to use the amount of money to determine that I would not go in a river in Slangton was that much.
Oh, well, currently, after getting the Moss Ball, I got 635.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go into a river for Slangton that much. God knows what kind of disease I'd catch.
Most likely end up going bald.
Fangs hearing this, is it possible to procure some of this water to use as poison for the taskmaster and the foreman?
Hey, do y'all want me to get Sendon?
You're the one that usually has people to talk to. So I guess I could use that to talk with people.
Ah, you're right, alright.
Oh my
You know,
god.
it's probably in the compendium. God, please do this for me.
No.
It is.
Not you, God, other God. Computer God.
What is computer
Third
god?
god. Computer god is indisposed at one moment. Please hang up and try again for more options.
You know, if you do learn that spell, there is that one guy we need to contact to apologize. Or to completely blast again about him shitting his pants repeatedly.
You're the worst kind of people.
Right. All right.
You don't remember his name?
What else she gave me? She gave me a web.
We just called him shit pants. That's all we need to know.
That's
Name
not
it,
gonna
Jim.
work.
What the
Name.
hell is rhymes?
That's not his name. That is a Fizzband spell, and it's fucking nutty. Here, I'll
Isn't
fucking...
that just Icing Death Frost, which I already have?
I don't think so. I think it's a
It
different
is.
one. Oh, is it? Well, I
I
fucked up.
changed the name.
God damn it!
There's
Give me a
been
minute,
known to do some shit like
I
that.
think they actually changed a bit of it. So, nope, 30-foot cone. Nope, everything's the same.
Let me just look up wizard spells, and I'll give you a new one. Give me a minute. I was like, man, this looks great. Fuck!
Melzer's glitter ball.
No.
I have that one too.
No.
No, nobody takes this. That's a witch one. Glitter bomb is just literally. It's somewhere between fairy fire and blinding.
Yeah. It's an old.
Because you're literally just throwing glitter in someone's eyes.
Mm.
What would be a
Just,
jade?
just
You know what? Fuck it, Jeebus. Melf's acid arrow.
Of course, you will get something that sounded like MILF.
Yeah.
I was gonna
This is a
say,
good fucking spell.
if you remember,
Actually, I should have given you ice knife because that would have made more sense for you.
That really is a Jade spell.
Actually, then
It's
fuck it.
such
It's
a
ice knife. Just fucking ice knife. Love ice knife.
I was gonna say for the glitter bombs, just remember the one shot we did with Mariner with those grenades that gave Delia.
Oh yeah, the
carry.
fucking jingle bombs. Those
Yes.
are great.
Yeah, so it's basically glitter bomb is basically like that. At least
Except
if,
except those don't do damage, as opposed to the bombs that do. Oh, let me see if I still have the
I don't
items.
think glitter bomb does damage. It just makes everything, or at least is as Moogle mentioned, is like a mix of fairy fire and blind. Like as in you
True.
literally blind their freaking eyes with glitter, and if they're invisible, they're covered with glitter.
What a mood.
I think it was
Alright,
a bard spell, wasn't it?
I don't remember, but
That was
so
I think it was in Witch. I think it was in Witch's Primer. I'm not sure.
Mala and Diana, you guys doing anything on your 2-day adventure?
Probably being annoying. Like, probably telling dumb stories that might be true. And, like, not shutting up.
Please give me an example of one of these, just because now I want to hear it.
No.
Well, you started it, so.
I know. Probably about some crazy heist she pulled off by herself.
Go on, just
something-
give it a little more.
I got nothing. Stealing like a prized jewel from this rich guy, like,
All right, now
yeah.
walk that back and do it all in character.
No.
This is how we are, P.
No, I'm good. Ellie.
Do it.
I'm gonna not just because you said to, so.
let's see.
All right, Mala, you doing anything?
Mostly just writing in the journal and just kind of watching out of the caravan at times.
Spell?
But, question.
Yeah.
Jelly and Mala have not talked about both seeing the same person, right?
No.
You don't even know
Okay,
that
so
you
we
saw
don't
the same
even
person.
know. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because I don't want to like start some shit and then it's like that makes no sense.
Well, I
to really
mean, I
talk
was
about it. Okay.
kind of letting everybody else get through their stuff before I find
Oh, no.
a place.
No, you're fine. You're good. I was just curious. I didn't want to throw my like a wrench in there, and it didn't make sense story-wise. So that's why I asked. But no, mostly he's just kind of like doing his own thing. He's probably like if they stop for a break once in a while, he'll probably practice his fighting, but that's about it.
It's just
Wow.
it's just every time we stop, Ellie just starts complaining about being a wizard is fucking expensive.
Yeah,
That's why I
well,
went to college. I thought I was gonna be paid more.
Meanwhile, Bart be like, oh yes, I went to college and can still bone people for money.
It's so expensive.
That is why I went to law school.
Did
I
you
had
know
a chance to
web was
visit.
a second level spell? Because I fucking didn't.
Nope. I went to law school. All I know is the legalities of casting spells is way in various things, especially transmutation.
Meanwhile, just
No, I
you still,
thought enchantment would be the kind of the one that would run into the most legal trouble.
meanwhile,
leads over to Fink, and this is why I do the job that I do back at home for me. This is a
people
mess.
complaining about college.
Thanks, just
Damn,
kind
rich people problems, first world problems.
of
first
just
third
leans
world
over to
problems.
Mala and just asks, "What is this college that they keep speaking of?"
Did you ever get like the equivalent of like say you had a teacher or someone who taught you about the world?
Yes, Old Gord, but she's
So-
not exactly very sane in mind.
Oh, Madam Gord's relatively sane. I'll say
And then-
relatively.
Imagine her, but there's more, and there's a lot of other people, and it costs a lot of fucking money to do it. I didn't do it.
Blinks for a moment, then looks directly at Mala. Why would I want to put myself in that sort of torture?
Exactly. You and I on the same page, buddy. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to
Because
put
I
myself in that
wanted
shit.
to alter the world around me. You know, like how every time we're in a fight, I need to keep using all of my magic to heal you assholes.
But is that not your innate abilities and what you learned from your uncle?
It's not! I control gravity!
But I thought that was your unique power, though.
You're unique. Oh my god.
I reduce Fang's density. That's what I do.
Thanks, you feel a little bit lighter.
Yes, but I believe of all the spellcasters that I have met, you are the only one that can do this.
I'm gonna
Was that-
fucking kill you.
They call that specialization.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do know that, yes, I do very weird magic. Not a lot of people specialize.
Weird is one way to put it.
Well, there's a new, what are they called? Studies of magic have recently cropped up. And, well, there's a planar one that, you know, y'all have been helping me learn and deal with. There's, graviturgy, which is what I specialize in. And then there's also chronergy, which is what my stalker specialized in.
I see, and you require many of these shiny currencies to increase your power.
Yes.
It will not be wrong if we acquisition these things from the Taskmaster, his foreman, and those that follow him. Right?
Oh, not at all.
Nah, we're taking all of the money.
Oh, we're taking everything.
Except for
No.
the counterfeit ones. 'Cause that'll
Yeah,
be
I'm really
serious
sad
trouble.
that I don't have 4th level spells right now, because it's in a fucking mine, and I don't have her stone shape. Very pissed off about that. But, I mean, since we're, you know, sitting around, I'm saying Meredith, we say it's just like dinner time, day one
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something.
Yeah, fine by me. Like, I'm imagining this is probably, like, all this happened the first day kind of thing, as you're kind of just, like, in a decent ways out. You can kind of see the stars kind of all out, and you're all just around a campfire. There's a few other groups, but they're kind of minding their own business, not really bothering you.
So,
Fang just glares at them all.
Jimmy and I recently had a conversation when I saw his, you know, real name in that Snake Man's book.
That book was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Real name?
Yeah, his name is Amadeus James Gravesong. A pretty
famous dwarven clan by that. But he told me about a bit of his past. It sounds like when he was, about my age, out of college and ready to storm the land, he had a bit of a group just like us. We already know a couple of the members. Warren, Fredrino, and there were two others. A blue tiefling named Melusine.
Going to point out, not a tiefling. She is technically a moon elf. Sorry.
Okay. To be honest, I picked it up, and I think her ear things might be.
Yeah,
Just
that's
look
my
close enough.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot to move someone else. Well, technically, I forgot to move him because he's not. He is in there, but he's somewhere else. Maxwell was also there as well.
Ah, yes.
I'll just move him there for the time.
Our recently new acquired foe, Maxwell, was part of the Lost Few. Then he's gonna look pretty much directly at you, Mal. And then a half-orc named Zula. Looked real familiar.
Wonderful.
So individuals.
Well-
Continue, Mala.
No, sorry. Did you have something to add to that? You can add.
I am curious as to why is it that individuals that we have encountered as friend or foe are this part of this party, and now we are dealing with them in some form or shape.
Well, these are the unfortunate souls led by Amadeus James Gravesong that turned the game to unlock that special little magic we keep finding.
Wait.
They were the ones that found the corruption and brought it to us.
Wait a second. Stop. You're telling me that
Well,
Warren...
roll me an intelligence.
Fuck! F! Hang on. Oh god.
You're pushing the wrong button, so...
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah, just an intelligence.
For the love of God.
Nice.
Okay. You hear that, and for a moment, you seem... I can't find this fucking token. But, it seems... wrong. Like, a lot of the information seems a little bit dissociative. In the sense that... especially since you had touched Dula. God, hold on, I have to roll something real quick. Let me roll this. Okay. Oh wait, I gotta roll one other thing. Alright. You remember, especially... Amadeus wasn't the leader, at least from some pins that you're putting together. And what you could feel. It was actually Warren, and as you're kind of thinking back on this and kind of retracing your lineage a little bit, yes, Amadeus probably pushed a key or something to the direction, but it seems like there's something kind of wrong with the structuring of what Deli's trying to say. You can't exactly put your finger on what, but it seems off. Because especially with that, plus the memory you had prior, you remember she was fighting some form of corruption before a giant white wall basically kind of grazed the land, and yeah.
I don't know if you're presenting. How do I put this? So, from what I gather, because I'm just about as confused about this whole mess anyways as anybody else here, it didn't seem, it seemed more like Warren was possibly more so the leader, I guess. I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem quite that. I don't know. The information you're giving me doesn't quite match up to what I have been dealing with. And of course, I have direct lineage, well, some sort of lineage with Zula. And, yeah, kind of interesting how I do. I don't know how exactly. I'm still figuring that out as I go about this. But in some way or form, we are related.
All right. Got a lot of fucking. With Jimmy in my brain and him having the ego he does, it may be that he thought different than what actually happened, or he lied to me.
I mean, is it Jimmy's MO to lie?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
okay. That probably
Yes. I'm not even gonna have you roll for it yet. No, I don't need to fucking roll for that.
I am curious now.
Well, why does the Whisper Rain hate Jimmy then? They should hate Warren. Why is it Warren a possum?
Why is Warren involved?
I am.
But wait, why? Oh, God damn it.
If I may
Well, I just
interject,
wrote down this really cool spell. If somebody could put this into 25 words, I could ask his ass.
Warren, we need to fucking talk.
I wish to interject on something here. A thought, but the woman that has escaboned with Deli's body, was she not also the one that introduced you, Mala, to our group after we had?
I have 3 spells a day to annoy that bitch.
Oh, God. Yes, she was. By simply coming across her path at the guild.
I am curious, what role does she play, since this may be just my, I believe you call it paranoia, but it seemed that she was waiting for us in that particular area and was very eager to revive Jimmy under the price of taking Deli's body. And you mentioned lineage with Zula. That means you're at least of 1, 2, maybe even more generations down the line. Would that not make Warren older than he seems? If I am not mistaken. He looks to Deli, Diana, and Justice for confirmation. Did he not say he played one of Vadrino's games before? And you said Vadrino was with them?
Yeah. Adreno was one of them. So, I mean, he most likely didn't lie when he said
that sorry, my brain is shut down. He didn't lie when he said that he played one of Fedrino's games. He probably was the fucking playtester for him.
What of the individual that nearly killed Diana and myself, the Jacob one? I believe
So now,
The first boss you fought.
literally the undead dragon that nearly turned Fangs into confetti.
Oh,
No,
Maxwell.
you mean
Maxwell.
Maxwell, I'm sorry, yeah. I said the name wrong.
Well, it's Maxwell Jacobs, so technically you're not wrong.
you're both right and wrong at the same time.
I said the name backwards. The Jacob one, or Maxwell one, whichever his name is.
Yeah, he was part of their little group.
He was also the one that sent the ice assassin after Jimmy.
You're right.
Wait, are we sure that's that?
Yes, considering he and I
Yeah.
spoke at the gambling thing, it took me a while to realize not only was he the one that nearly set me on fire when I do apologize for my recklessness of touching the strange orb. But he did mention about snowfall and ice breaking, which was the similar death effect that the assassin that took you to the different plane of existence.
Huh.
I am curious, since if what I'm understanding and the Whisper Rain are angry at pauses, looks toward Deli, but is actually trying to look at Jimmy. Jimmy's other ego name. And you just mentioned that is a very difficult name to pronounce at the moment. It does not roll off my tongue very well. But
You could
again,
just call him straight up an asshole. That works too.
I feel like I do owe Jimmy a apology still for shooting him. But again,
Well, you made him have a bigger asshole.
okay.
God. You gave him a bigger one, so I don't know that you want to apologize for that.
Fang still feels a little guilty on that, but anyway, Fang's just kind of holds up his finger or his paw and it starts fingers are coming out, so it goes. There is Zulu that has a link to Mala, which we do not know how far the generations go back. There is Warren, who looks over to Mala, knows or understands Mala, and I suppose there is some connection to that individual to at
Why
least
the hell
two.
does his name Melusine sound so fucking familiar?
What name?
Melusine.
History. Roll me a history, Jimmy. Or fuck it. Well, yeah, technically. Deli.
I ain't even trained in that shit.
So there's a weird thing as you kind of like think about it for a minute. Oh shit, that was the name of the god that the fucking bards were talking about. That was originally a platinum dragon. Or split.
Oh, you are fucking me.
What is wrong?
You weren't there, but that, Jay, you remember that platinum dragon god that was, that Bards was talking about?
Melusine?
Yeah.
Wait, was that the name you just
You'll have to
mentioned?
put that one together for y'all.
That's what thanks to me. He said, "Wait, was that the name you just mentioned?"
Yeah.
Fangs looks very closely at Jimmy. He's trying to look for Jimmy, not Deli. Jimmy.
The caller you've reached cannot be repeated upon his dial. Please hang up. Try one now.
Yeah, Fangs just simply says, Jimmy, were you and your group responsible for killing the old gods? Considering what I have learned from what we had learned from the shade of the Raven Queen.
Roll. Fuck, I have to roll.
That's the only thing that Fangs is coming up with right now. Oh fuck. I don't know if that's
Give
good
me
or
a
bad.
minute. You hear, this is through Deli's voice, which is weird because this normally you just hear Waz. Hold on, I have to music. Give me a minute. That should work for what I'm about to say. You hear through Deli's voice. Not entirely. There's a bit more nuance to it.
Nuance, if I'm not mistaken, is the excuse of having to manipulate the memory of a mortal and drive them almost into berserk rage for the, if I'm not mistaken, greater good. Which Fangs is clearly referring to himself and his beef with Astra.
Oh no. So, I postulate you this. What do all of you know about the Spire? And Deli, you could kind of talk in between this as well. So, I'll kind of like have it split.
It's in the center of the continent.
Anyone else?
Honestly, I don't know very much, to be quite honest. I just know it's where all the seat of power comes from. That's the center of the continent. And I'm guessing you're going to tell me that it's connected to either the gods or the corruption.
I think it was dealing
Both,
with the corruption.
in a way. So, oh God, how do I put this that you can understand? Deli, do you remember what Everett told you about the temporal plane?
She told me a lot of things about the temporal plane.
Specifically, what happens when you start fiddling or find a nexus point. Roll me a history.
12.
Not ringing any bells.
I'm sure you'll be able to enlighten us. Mainly as in that I forgot, because I was drunk.
I missed that session. Hit the booze a little too hard. But as you may have forgotten, Nexus Point allows for a singular point in time to return to with varying degrees of success depending on a wizard or the spellcaster or components used. Usually it can be very bad, usually it can be very good, depending again if you know where you're going or deviating from different paths, so to speak. Deli, as he's saying this, roll me an intelligence. Actually, everyone, roll me an intelligence.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you're fine. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Mal, I'm sorry. Because there's one specific... Actually, no. Wow. Fucking course. As you're saying that, Deli, you don't think anything about it. Sounds generally really weird, but it's whatever you've done temporal shit, and that's usually weird. Diana, you're fine. Fangs, Justice, and Mala.
Ah, hell.
I told you before, the DC when you start messing with the temporal plane is set at 19. I specifically have stated it, so at least you know that. But as you're thinking about this, you start dissociating a little bit. It feels weird, especially that it's explaining to you, but it feels like pieces are incorrect. Things aren't necessarily lining up exactly what you remember, or other memories that seem to conflict are starting to kind of collide into each other. And it seems really off-putting, and the three of you can feel as you're going to take... Give me a minute. 7 psychic damage each.
Wait a minute, I thought I left the tree back at... Ow.
This actually hurts me more than listening to Madame Gore's crazy rants about mushrooms and edible...
I smell blood. Oh, yeah,
That's
fine,
because your
fine.
nose is bleeding.
Yeah, I think it's that.
So
That
that's
fucking
why,
hurt.
that's why my ears are ringing a bit.
This is why I didn't want to talk about it just yet. The moment we start deviating or breaking the line, so to speak, it starts to get a little painful. Is there anything else that you wish to ask before we at least stop this conversation for now, just for the sake of...
Yeah, was Maxwell always this big of an asshole?
Yes.
I am curious, as Fangs kind of hits his head a little bit just to knock off all the cobwebs and weird delirium he's dealing with. There was mention of the glass people and things that are replacing the gods. What exactly was it, if I am understanding your words? What
So,
exactly... No, this is just Fangs as he's kind of rubbing his head and asking Jimmy, because he's trying to get a perspective out of it now.
Okay.
The pauses. Is that crystal spire that you speak of in connection to those god beings that are not yet fully gods?
Think of them more as offshoots. That's the best way I could put it right now. Replicas, copies, imprints, models based on, you know Warforges, Delhi.
Yeah.
Think of them as... actually, let me go back on this. Do you remember what the Raven Queen told you the temple plane was?
It's pretty much a space in between.
She said something very specific.
I didn't write
The
it down.
border between the ethereal.
No. The specific is, and I don't know if anyone remembers it. I'm not gonna roll because at least this is some. The specific was the temporal plane was made up of the last of the gods' energy to basically create where they died.
I think I may have had that in my notes somewhere, but I'm not gonna go digging into that.
I do remember saying that specifically, so.
Temporal plane, giant monster, spider Dallas shows up. I'm just going through this thing here.
Yep, no problem.
Last thing I got from my notes is in session 27. It was the only thing where I wrote temporal plane, and it was just a lot of question marks. But it was... We sense a being cutting through the temporal plane, existence, giant spider... Oh, this was when we were in the slums, I think. Yeah, this was the slums. Never mind. I probably did not write
you might
that.
want to go further back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whoops. Alright. So. Yeah, that's what he tells you.
I'll have to
So,
look at my notes later.
yeah, no worries. If I did, then it's my bad. Because I'm pretty sure I told you, but...
I probably just didn't write it
Anyway.
as temporal plane. I wrote it something else.
Okay. So, think of it this way. You have a plane made of essentially a bunch of dead gods and a spire that creates offshoots. What happens when something such as the corruption starts threatening something like that?
A hard reset or the end of the world?
Mala,
Yeah.
you remember the white wall, and now, especially with Fang saying that, you remember waking up immediately afterward, and you were fine. You were laying in a grassy field somewhere. You don't remember where.
Fuck.
At least from Zula's perspective. This isn't you, just so you're aware. This is from Zula's perspective because you technically
Yeah.
still share the light. Okay.
Yeah, no, I knew that. Yeah, no, this wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck.
and now think of it like this. If you had people that were going back, doing a hard reset, would you not want to capture them and turn them against people trying to stop it? Think of everyone you fought so far.
Fangs. You can actually see some smoke coming out of his ears as he's like switching his ears left and right. I hazard a guess to say that Mala is more than just lineage to Zula. Or furrows his brow a little bit. Wait. Are you implying that Mala is not Mala?
No, he is. But
Pretty sure I am.
I am certain you are, but Jimmy's words are making me cast doubt for no reason. As Fangs kind of just pokes Mala's arm very gently.
that's the
You are
problem with
physical.
hard resets. If you don't know the destination of where you're resetting to, could send you eons forward or eons backward, depending. Or it could just be random.
Wait.
Are you saying then, if you're saying there's a hard reset, are you saying that some of them ended up here?
The best way to put it is, some of us were around a lot. A lot have been around a lot longer, some have been shorter. Some of us had tried to help and guide others to a hopefully better outcome, which to varying degrees had worked. Not.
Let me get this straight.
Go on.
Warren has tried to make the world a better place, and has been here the whole time, since you guys fucked up.
Himself, me, and what's left of Millicent. They think her a god, which is honestly quite funny. Just have one fucking dragonborn sorcerer and everyone thinks you're a fucking dragon god.
I feel like
Alright,
you
alright.
are.
My dragon soul. Brain did it.
Alright, so let me get this straight. You have been trying to help people, yet the Whispering, for some reason, think you're an asshole and turns you into a possum.
Let's just say... Oh, God. Hold on, let me roll D100. Let's just say that Melusine, the stories that the church are pushing aren't necessarily false. There were contingencies that we had put in place in case something were to happen. So technically speaking, they're both two halves of Melusine, though one has kind of morphed over time to be a little bit more humanoid, which is a little disgusting if you ask me.
Fang's eyes narrow, and he's just gonna make a baseless accusation of the woman that had stolen Deli's body.
Another half that slowly began to concede to the disgustingness that's left on its mark on this world.
Half of who?
Melusine. They're both halves to a whole. Why do you think one doesn't want to come back? You start introducing corruption to something that high reign, it could just demolish a lot of life that shouldn't be.
You mean do what Maxwell's doing?
He's doing it from the opposite end of the spectrum, dear. Melusine had gotten to him and slowly started working. And as you saw, not great. So yes.
Oh, wait, did we cover that? I kind of couldn't hear because of the blood. Which one of you fucked up?
I'm going to say all of us.
No. I want to know exactly, like, which one of you thought it was the good idea. I just, you know, just to clear that air.
I think
So off the table, what exactly is she asking you so I can kind of this?
Literally, she wants to know which one of them kicked the hornet's nest. Was like, hey, this is a great idea, gang. Let's do it.
I think it's more of the who pushed the big red button.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
No, if I don't, are you going to kick my ass if I said it was me that tried to kick the hornet's nest and then fix it?
considering that I have already put a hole in through you, I would feel less regret of shooting you now.
Can you not kick my ass?
I might just smack the shit out of you.
The fuck did I do?
Not you, jelly.
I'm in here, so if you hit him, you hit me, and then I get offended.
Okay. Let's back that up a little bit. No, I'm not going to hit you. I'm going to take a lot of money, find a very powerful wizard, have you turned back into your normal self, kick you in the nuts, then have you turned back into a possum. Maybe. I don't know. It was a thought in process, but no. So now would be the time to blame someone else.
Does anyone else have any grievances to air out while we're here? Or at least while I'm here for the time being.
I mean, I do feel like we haven't cleaned up the fucking mess, but, you know, that's great.
Yeah, why did Dick smoke my body?
Yes, I am worried about that too.
It's not next.
Yeah, you know what? There's a recent character that I used in my campaign that's named Nick, so I made a mistake.
Nah.
Yes, that is a good question. Why would Melusine want Deli's body? I mean, all that rippling dwarven sexiness. I can't say that with a straight face.
Ask you a question, Ellie. How many wizards do you know that are trained in temporal magics or use the plane?
Yeah, but she didn't take my brain. My body doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. My brain is what tells it, oh my god, I'm still not here and not here at the same time. Is that right?
And think of it this way. How many wizards do you know that rip through the ethereal with no training?
At least 5 or 6 a year, right?
Not... With no training? No. With training, yes.
Huh.
Oh, come on, there's gotta be more accidents.
So.
There probably is, but it's kept under wraps. Justice wouldn't know.
That's why
Fangs,
she's bullshitting it.
so Fang simply just says, huh. So Deli's soul is only here, but his physical matter is all there, and they intend to corrupt him, or at least his body, to act as a puppet.
The long and short of it, yes. And think,
Why?
What for?
Remember, Deli, how Austria was complaining about you putting a hole in the ethereal plane, or the border?
No, I'm very aware that every godlike entity has called me fat. Yes.
I
Yes,
was gonna bring
but-
that up, thank you.
Yes, but do you remember when I mentioned about how Austria, the fake form of the Raven Queen, was saying about the corpus creatures, or as he looked over to Mala?
Fangs, roll me history. There's something also specific that you could remember.
I was... Okay.
No, sorry, go ahead. If you finish your thought first, and then I'll kind of...
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
was looking over to Mala. I was like, do you remember what your mother had mentioned about the corpus creatures and corruption infecting the glass beings? And now I'll roll the history now, so just in case.
Okay. God damn it. No, actually,
Oh my god.
yeah. I can't help you there, buddy.
Hey, it's the rolls. This is just Fangs'
It wasn't even a hard DC, and it's like...
Yeah,
Bang.
here you go. 9-1.
You're the only one who saw it, too, which annoys me, but it makes sense, because you're kind of focused on something else. Your brain's a little broken at the moment.
Hey, it was a temporal thing that fucked me up over. But are you referring to the previous session of the when Fangs went to the ethereal plane and all those abominations were there?
Yeah, I'm referring to when you saw them literally pounding on the thing,
Okay.
trying to break through.
Yeah, I kind of figured that much.
Okay.
I'll,
I don't think Fang... It's up to you, I guess, because the history roll kind of, puts that as a no, but...
well,
I don't... It's only been, 2-3 days, so...
yeah,
guess it's
and
up
I
to you.
think Fangs would already mentioned it to the party. There were things in the... I think he already mentioned that to the rest of the party.
Yeah, that there were things in the ethereal pounding through, but couldn't get through.
Yeah, that's all Fangs did told them, because he didn't understand it himself. He was like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. And then that was it. He told the rest of the party, but
Okay, I'll leave that if anyone else wants to roll a history while Fangs is bringing this up. Okay. There you go.
I mean, it's a wisdom, but...
That's it.
Then there's gonna be, justice. Vint, are you talking about the times, what was that, a few days ago, that you mentioned, where all those horrifying creatures of the other side were gangbanging the shit out of Zabaria?
Fangs kind of processes that. You see the mouth open as if to say what, and then goes, I do not understand this word of gangbanging, but yes, they were ganging up on the...
Dear God.
Tell you remember
We're not
what
gonna
Fangs said.
explain that.
There were those spider abominations. Lots of them.
The amount
Yeah, it sounds like, whatever's going on in the ethereal is trying to make its way here.
But
But
returning to what I am guessing, at the very least. And again, Fang's not quite catching on to what everyone else is saying, but also going on another thought process. You accidentally produce a hole in the border of the ethereal plane. Something that I myself am able to travel through temporarily due to my... Wait, I have those unique abilities, dude. Looks over to Jimmy. I don't suppose there's another one that had my particular powers.
I mean, he can remember. Wait, no. I'm trying to think, because I actually have to think of everyone's classes. Give me a minute.
Yeah, no, but then Fangs goes like, no, wait, I will return to that question in a moment, but...
Try to bet your paw?
Possibly, but I suspect the evil half of Melusine, if that is what she is going to simply use your puppeteered body to be a, I believe you call them drills, to punch many holes into the ethereal plane and let the corpus and other entities that would usually be in the ethereal plane to come to this reality.
My body will be a drill to pierce the heavens.
That's fucked up.
That's a really good book.
I hate you. And I hate how much sense that makes, because it's kind of true.
I had to say it. Why am I posing like this?
Just fucking music starts playing and you get some glasses on for a second.
Bro, fight the
I do not
And
know
up
all
smacking
this
someone in
is.
the face with the high five.
To answer, oh god, I lost the voice for a minute. Your question, or hi British, Fangs, that would be Maxwell? Had a similar ability.
Probably for the first time, all of you might see, even though...
fuck.
Thankfully, Fangs is black-furred, but he probably turned a few shades paler right now. The eyes kind of like dilate to small little slits. Excuse me? What?
Well, he didn't necessarily have the ability to walk between the ethereal, but with who he had originally made contract with, he tended to have some influence over it. Probably why, when you were fighting those amalgamations, they were able to strip off his body and was probably punched through, or blink between the ethereal and not.
I'm going to make a wild guess that the pact he made with was the Raven Queen before her changes.
No, actually. I don't remember. Because it wasn't...
Astria.
No, it wasn't a god.
Then who?
Orcus?
No, I don't remember.
No.
I thought bards didn't forget. Was that elephants? Nope, sand apes. Sorry.
Sorry, when you've been in a possum body and been a bard for about, what is it, about 500, 600 years, you tend to get a little forgetful on smaller details when you're literally resetting time.
I feel like you could have written that down, you know?
I'm going to
Could
murder
have
you.
journaled it.
Fucking try it.
You just see, like, you feel like the thought of your claws reaching out, but they're not moving.
Yes, what I thought possible.
The left one like picks up a little bit, and the right one just slaps it. No.
And well, think of it this way. Think of someone else who tried to help with the lost few. Padrino tried to get a small group together And most of them ended up being most of the people that he worked with ended up just becoming the anchors to make sure this shit didn't go south.
Wait. The anchors were being used originally to hold off the corruption.
Oh, what little you know.
Yeah,
Excuse
that's
me
a
for
big
being
fucking
bored.
problem, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's, we wouldn't be having a conversation with a fucking possum right now, right?
Fangs actually
Naked.
bristles a bit and says, "Excuse me for being born in the grand wilds, away from most of your civilization."
Let me put it this way. The anchors are what keep the corruption spreading. And the moment you take them away, it does subdue. But there's the big problem. And the reason why our reset got fucked. And why the gods fear the fucking... Anyone want to take a guess, or shall I just say it?
The what now?
Yeah, all I heard was the gods fears the fucking.
Oh, did
Absolutely.
It actually count? Yeah, all the time. God hate it when you do that.
No.
I was gonna talk, and then apparently you
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
the wires got crossed.
Yeah. Why the gods fear the spire. Why the gods fear the spire. Why our reset got fucked. And why everything seems a little bit fucky.
Well, I'm thinking this spire is like a giant reset button,
Yes and no.
and gods didn't want to die.
Also, yes and no. Deli, roll me an intelligence.
Okay.
That's Fangs. Don't count that.
No, you're gonna hurt. Oh my god,
Crit.
this makes too much sense.
I'm
Holy
smart.
shit.
Deli, you're mine for a minute as you're kind of crossing the
Brain
wire.
blast.
You see the inner sanctum of a spire. You see, like, this large crystal kind of almost glass-like structure, and on the interior there is a kind of person, and you know magic enough, and I'll give this to you with the high roll, that seems to be in stasis. Can't tell exactly what, but as you're kind of looking at this from there, you watch as some form of corruption starts getting into the system, and it seems like someone from the old party, you don't remember who hit the button while it was climbing, but you don't know what happened after that because it pushed you back or at least Jimmy back too far.
That just made more questions, Jimmy. Damn it!
All right,
Who
let
the
me.
hell is the lady in the spire, and why is the corruption trying to get to her?
Not the lady. It's... First off, it's more of a... How do I put this? It was the original... fuck. I didn't call them Glasskin because I renamed it so it didn't sound fucking weird. God damn it.
I think
The
I
peop-
kept calling them Glasskin.
Yeah, so the Glasskin, as you know, are all offshoots of gods, temporal plane. The spire is well, Mr. Cece, you've seen it before. Think of it as a giant lightning rod tree for the temporal plane, but rather just a giant-ass glass dome. All their consciousness, though put onto the temporal plane, were also put into a being simply known as End. Don't ask me why gods name shit the way they do. I don't fucking... The good thing currently. His end seems to be asleep, or at least sleeping right now. The bad thing is, if he wakes up, shit's gonna go haywire fast.
Does N stand for something like, is it an acronym?
No.
Okay.
Anna? Since you technically have corruption in you, roll me an intelligence.
Yep. 14.
You only hear in your mind whispering, the one true savior, the bringer of flames, the ender of the reset, destroyer of all.
Say it again, but slowly.
Nope.
No. Say it again, but do it slowly this time.
I had it, and then you kept talking, and I was like,
It's like, fuck, never mind, dude.
I hate that comparison was made because I wrote this, and when we started getting into it, I'm like, God damn it, it's gonna be comparable.
I mean,
Except mine had a little bit more structure and rules to it, where mine is kind of.
what, I'm chaos? Holy shoot. That hurt.
I feel bad. Now that makes me feel bad about that.
say it again.
The destroyer of all, the bringer of flames, the ender of the great reset, yada yada yada. That's the gist of it.
Yada, yada, yada.
I'm gonna say yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Got it.
So any other questions before I take a nap?
Fangs kind of pauses, really thinks about it. This spire, it wouldn't have to also be the soul of this world, would it?
No. The soul of the gods. Told you it's just essentially a giant temporal tree.
What? So, out of a curiosity, this whole reset, I specifically got to see how Zula, I mean, if he's not here, I'm gonna assume potentially dead, but, you know, this isn't making a whole lot of sense. Anyways, the reset, is it just this white blinding wall?
That's what I remember seeing. Well, what happened before it all went blank and I was, again, where I am now.
Wonderful.
So that brings up an interesting point. How did you know about the white blinding wall? Jimmy's kind of looking at you now with rather interesting curiosity. Or rather, one eye of Jimmy is looking at you. Deli's looking the other way.
Everyone's looking the other way like, fuck, no, stop. That's creepy, so knock that off. Sure. Secondly, again, I got to see into what happened to Zula. Thanks to the wonderful lineage I have that I've now...
I'm gonna roll something. Hold on. This is...
Oh, fuck.
I mean, Fangs has been
That's
saying
all
it.
I'll divulge to you.
God, I built him the way I did. Okay. I didn't know she had Kaldistar blood in her. Damn shame.
That's what it is?
Why did he sound super creepy when he says that?
I am
You are
almost... Fangs was just gonna say...
aware of...
Oh, sorry.
Okay, sorry, go ahead and keep doing that.
No worries, no, go.
You are aware of what Kaldistar are, right?
Nope.
Not a clue. But you did
They
say
are-
like some kind of creepy lecherous bastard.
They are beings that exist outside of the realm and can travel back and forth between lineages through memories and shared sleep, meaning they aren't inadvertently affected or under the restrictions of time in certain aspects. Which postulates the question, how? And looks at you, Mal.
How
So wait.
what?
So wait. We just gotta talk to Mal into going back in time and sleeping with all of our great-great-grandparents and somebody outside of time.
Fuck. Stop. Justin,
No, I think you're misunderstanding.
that's not how this works.
They're
What
only not beholden to time while dreaming. Not so much that they can travel up and down it like a pair of steps or a rope bridge.
Well, there only be 2 steps. It's like a front porch.
It almost sounds.
You say that as we have struggled up 2 steps, Deli.
Oh, fuck.
I fell through both, alright? I didn't reinforce them.
Fangs just simply adds, it sounds like the salmon and trout, the fish that would swim up the current. Or against it.
I will say though, my knowledge on outside of what I've shared is very limited, considering their weirdness and very rare oddities here and there. Which makes me wonder why exactly Zula wasn't too keen on sharing it with others.
Considering how many of you have been turning out as of late.
Yeah.
Well, if she could talk to above the stream, so forth, or talk to points that Yumala or other in her lineage, could have maybe at least saved us some headache.
Or is part of his long-winded plan to succeed by not telling you, because then you probably would just murder him.
No, people still want to murder me to this day.
Put me in line with that.
I suspect
not
it
go-
is.
I'm not your enemy, Mela, even though you may see it as such.
It might be more of your other half of Melusine that might have been the danger, or Maxwell, or I suppose Verdreen, the one that basically got us together in the first place to try to kill us.
Weird, isn't it? He says that he's tried to sip the moonshine but can't move his lips. Tell let me please drink something. I'm thirsty. Been talking too damn long.
Wait.
Yeah, does Vegeta have any kids? We've been trying to figure out who owns the Maya now.
Diana? I'll leave that up to you if you want to share.
Diana will just kind of raise her hand just a little bit.
Hey, Vegeta was. Is that wait? Is that where the half pot comes in?
I understand that we are asking. Fangs will just look over to Diana and just simply say, I understand that we are asking questions to Jimmy, but you do not need to raise your hand to have your question called upon. You could speak
Oh
out
no,
loud.
it's not a question.
Tilt's head.
I own the Maya.
I thought that.
Why are you laughing?
I was more surprised than anything.
Yeah, like, you finally, like, see Jimmy finally got a drink of water and then Ellie spit that out.
One half of the face is like the most upset. The other half is just like, what the fuck?
What do you mean you own the Mire?
I own it. I.
Why and how?
She's just gonna put her hands up and kind of wiggle her fingers.
Wait, does this have to do with the one time you were spitting out that weird black goop when you heard the bell?
No. Oh, well,
No, it's
if
not.
you're asking if I was, I don't know what the opposite of lucid is. If you ask if I was crazy, it wasn't when I was crazy. I own it now.
Did you steal it?
Nope.
Fangs is gonna be very gentle.
I'll give you this. I'll give you this much. Since technically you are one of his last, I'll say, living relatives. I put living or relatives in air quotes. Technically, yes, you do actually own it. By how that? Because you were technically his favorite niece.
I thought I stole it.
You
Or I
did.
didn't steal it, but I grabbed. Okay.
You do have the deed legally though as well.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I do not think
Well-
she is having a fever.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Here.
I'm being serious.
I still
And-
pay taxes.
Wait, so like, how? I mean,
I have a deed, and I went to go visit, and that's where I got my fancy hat. That's where I
Yeah,
went.
just-
I didn't just.
did you inherit it, or did you just literally steal the deed and they're like, haha, look, it's me, I have the deed?
Yes.
Ah, hell.
Then
Well, yeah.
I am.
Wait, you're
most-
related to Pedrino?
But
Kinda.
I am confused though.
Jesus Christ.
No, but I am most confused.
No, but family friend. Well,
all right.
I don't want to use friend right now.
But
Uh,
I am confused here. Pedrino did try to kill you when we faced him, as in he was focused on ripping you apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, do you remember how I'm sick?
Yeah.
When you were
Well,
acting very strange.
So was Uncle Fedrino.
And you did not mention he was your uncle when we were participating in his murder games.
Slipped your mind.
Yes, I forgot.
Been a while since he's visited.
Oh, God.
Well, it's
Forgot.
he just stopped showing up, and it was a while. It was when I was a little girl that he came around, and it didn't click until after, and I remembered who he was.
You have my condolences.
All right. So I just have to get this one thing out. I'm related to the lost ones through Bombardeus. Mal's got Zula. Diana has Fedrino. I'm worried about the other two.
If what Jimmy has said, and I am somewhat terrified to even say this, I may end up having a connection with Maxwell due to his past ability similar to that of my own.
Try to throw up a zombie.
I think I was meaning more toward the manipulation of the ethereal plane.
Oh.
Not so much manipulation, but the ability to travel between. I'll leave it at that. It would make.
Well, Fang thinks it's something of a manipulation, or at least
That makes sense.
like the way he sees it is that Fang's, at least the way he's thinking of it, is that Maxwell is a veteran user, or at least the one who properly could be called a manipulator of the whole thing, and Fang's just bumblefucked into it, and it's just like, yeah.
I am going to say that I'm not, entirely appreciating where this is going.
Yeah.
But I guess it makes sense. I mean, Mala did try to cuddle with me.
You know what? Fuck.
There
I
is
don't think you're
also,
a half-orc.
Nope.
Nah.
I suspect,
100% tiefling. Wait. Benria, are you half orc?
Hey, quick question. What color is platinum? Oh, fuck, you won't know. Let's just say it's white. Just kind of like the majority of you.
There we go.
Billy, you need to move closer to the front of the brain. We can barely hear you.
Okay.
Oh my God.
My back hurt. I was laying down.
I mean, what's that hole in there? Is it extra roomy or is it just drafty?
Both.
Don't appreciate the hole, by the way.
Oh,
It itches a lot.
I just thought that bots would appreciate extra holes.
Not in your fucking brain.
I'm not hard.
Well,
I believe they call it a mindfuck.
I'm going to fucking weather you again. Again, you watch his claw go, and then Deli's like, no. But to get to what Deli's point, before his brain kind of shut down for a minute. What color are platinum dragons?
Platinum?
That's not a...
you are
Yeah, yeah.
asking someone who has never seen a dragon until I faced that thing that is Maxwell that nearly killed me.
Why?
So I do not know these colored dragons. Red?
I'm confused. I mean, last time I saw a dragon, she was kind of, just a bit scaly for a human.
You do know that dragons can shift forms, correct? Such as your other friend?
Literally a month ago, dragons were a fucking myth. Remembers that?
Just because it is a myth doesn't mean it doesn't have some. Holy shit! Fucking fireworks just went off outside my house. It scared the fuck out of me.
Make sure no one's burning the house down.
No, it's fine. It just went off like right in the middle of the street, so it just... I don't know if anyone heard it. My God.
No.
no, not at all.
We just thought Jimmy was losing his shit.
I was actually about to roll perception and kick my alert feed, and it's like, wait, someone trying to sneak up on us?
Right? Like, fuck, we're up to...
But myths have some basis in reality. It's just to explain away certain things that don't make sense.
Anyway, getting back to the platinum thing.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about with colored platinum dragons? Platinum.
You look very similar.
You are of a very pale complexion.
Sometimes shining very bright. Very annoyingly too, actually.
Now I feel like I need to get more sun. Jeez.
Well, as to say, I've been walking around for fucking weeks now, and you haven't gotten any tanner.
This
Really?
is true.
Not even a touch of melatonin to you.
That explains why everybody else was always screaming about sunburns and things, and I never seem to understand this problem.
Don't also, like, off-table question, don't platinum dragons also technically have a resistance, or, not a resistance, immunity to fire? I forget.
Platinums have resistance to everything.
I thought they had, like, certain immunity. They have immunities to radiant, that I know.
Yeah.
It would depend on what kind of platinum dragon you're looking for, but usually they are highly resistant to just about everything.
Okay, that's what I kind of figured, but...
they are immune to radiant along with, if I'm not mistaken, force.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. So, as he's kind of now looking at all of you, do you have any other questions that can satiate your palate for the time being that won't probably break your brain?
Fang takes a deep breath.
But I've been looking at this Roth IRA.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm just going to go now since...
I was going to ask the question of the Whisper Rain, the Red Claws, the Shadow Lurkers, the tribes, and the Wildlands, or wow, I said it wrong. The Grand Wilds. Man, God
Thanks.
the Grand Wilds. they were all of them twisted from their original purpose, as the Raven Queen had mentioned.
Well, considering the Whisper Rain are just a subsect of people following Melusine to try to, or have to try to get away from all the bullshit that's happening in the world, they're not so much part of the original design. They're more of an extra than just happen to be there.
Good, because I
As
felt no
for-
kinship for them. Now continue.
As for the rest of your small clans, most seem to deviate from a path, but that's the thing with religion and all that. Some people misinterpret or interpret the way God's speaking their own. And who is it to say that's a deviation and it's more of another outcome? Just different paths. Or rather, was intended.
Oh, I got it. I got one. I got this one. Yeah.
Oh my god, please don't.
No, please
No.
do.
Now go on.
Okay.
Go on.
I've been doing some basic math. So where the hell have you been putting the extra, like, 80% of the money you've been skimming from Delhi?
What?
Yeah, I mean, I got to figuring, and I mean, it was the amount of money that he's been skimming off of, his overhead and stuff, and the amounts that a possum would possibly be needing to use at any given time, even for travel or other things.
As you asked that question, Delhi, you feel the present's gone, and now you're just alone.
There's like
Well,
80% left
they
of
got
what he's
rid of
been
him.
taking here. Damn. You really need to have a talk with that. This is going to be like a massive,
my
hoard.
Okay, so you said that you can now send messages?
Oh, yeah.
Great. You're gonna send one to Warren.
Oh, that's assertive.
Yeah.
Be aggressive. Be
Please,
aggressive.
I should ask please, but I've
Just like turns and like holds her
confused the
hands up
hell.
her chest. Are you finally doing it, Vala? Are you finally?
you're don't even. God damn it.
All right, what are you sending?
Come on.
Type it out. 'Cause
I did.
All right, send it.
I'm taking a
Okay.
word. Well, hang on.
She's
Here's the message.
Mala is adding please.
No, I'm not. Not at all. We need to fucking talk. Now. Where are you, Mala? Send that. Unless you want to add more to it.
That's up to you.
Thanks.
No, for me, that's
I'm
it.
waiting
No, I
for
just
it.
didn't know if anybody else wanted to add anything.
Justice
But no,
leads
for me,
over.
that's it.
Well, how many do you have?
That was 10. That's 10 words.
All right, that's 10 words. I really
Yep.
miss you, sweetie pie. So that's another 5.
Oh no, actually, let me rephrase that one. I really miss you, my banana daiquiri.
Hey, why am I the only
Do
person who
not
doesn't say this?
that. Do not say that.
Fangs is simply going to. Actually, let me see if I can type this down just in case I don't make too many words either.
All right, please
Where's
type
your
it out
topic?
because I want to do the word count.
The word
Please
count
type
from me is specifically 10. So.
Well, no, just I'll type it in chat so I know
Oh,
what
okay, okay. I
the.
see.
Yeah. So it's
I need
not.
to know what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Fuck, now I have to type it out again. Damn you.
Well, it's not my fault you deleted it.
No, I didn't
got-
delete it. I just, oh my god, it's right here. We need to fucking talk. Now. Where are you, Mala?
Okay, can you just like copy paste that down?
Yep,
he's
I'll
on his
do
way.
that. Oh, god damn it. There we go. You know, if I can copy, here we go. Yoop. Yoop. Half choose 10 words right there.
Here is 6.
16.
No,
17,
you're not
18, 19,
sending
20,
that.
21, 22, 23.
Do not send that. get rid of that?
No. I mean, it's up to the sender. It's up to the sender. So.
I'm picturing this as Dilly is like in the middle of creating this spell. Malice speaks. Fang's head adds on. He's like, "Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good." And then Justice adds on. It's like he says it. Then goes, "Oh fuck."
God damn it.
And that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
Send a medkit. Mel's gonna kill me.
Wow. It's gonna be flying in a minute.
All right, so I'd like to thank everyone for coming to the session. I know it was a bit of a long one and a lot more plot heavy, but I figured it's kind of time to pull off the band-aid and start throwing the real plot at the people, so now they can be even more fucking confused. But yeah, I'm Treadspace Meritor on Twitch and Dia Meritor on Twitter. I start streaming again, thankfully, and I'll probably be streaming Wednesday, actually. I'll just playing more Elden Ring and stuff, and probably be streaming more in the future, so that'll be fun. And I'll throw it over to Jeebus.
Hello, I'm Jeebus Aningus on Twitter and YouTube. You can find me at both those places. The majority of our sessions have been uploaded to my YouTube, so if you want to catch up, that is probably the best place to do it at. I'll throw it over to Miser.
Oh, hello everyone. I'm playing as the slightly improving knowledge of Fangs on Blades for one of the chamber. I'm also the DM for Into the Wildlands, which, yes, I kind of just dropped it during the game session. You can find my content on both YouTube and Twitch in MiserMark2010, and also that I collaborate with in Jeebus Adingus and Treadspace Mariner on both YouTube and Twitch, respectively. And I'll hand over to our next Monday's DM, Moogle.
As usual, I do commission work. You can find the link down below. And follow us next Sunday for Sea of Sorrows, where we're probably going to finally get on a Peridot and start exploring a lot more of the Domains of Dread. And it's your turn, Az. Oh, wait, I forgot to... I guess I messed up. It should have been, what, Sweet Morning Mojito?
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Oh my god. I play as our wonderful Breadbarian, Mala. On Sundays, I play as Ari. But yeah, you will find my Twitter handle down below, where I just post things that's related to D&D and art, supporting artists. So, thank you, by the way, the best Breadbarian.
You really are.
But I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. I know I've been sitting on this for a while, and it's great. So yeah, we'll see our players actually in a month, because I'm going on vacation for a little bit, and they get to like just simmer on that fucking sending message for a month.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Yay.
We're gonna come back and be like, what the fuck were we doing?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
I hope my notes are
We're all
accurate
gonna
enough.
join chat, see these three statements, and go, oh fuck.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's on live.
Yeah. But thanks everyone for coming. Bye.
Have a good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Also, lost few, not lost ones.
Eh.